In the last live stream, what basically happened in a nutshell is our lab is broke down. The constables have asked us twice for the blackberry jam joy that doesn't have the negative side effects after you take it, unlike the pill version that gives you the negative side effects, and the water in the town that also has joy in it that gives you the negative side effects. And we kind of came upon an area where a lab was destroyed. We need the magical sisters that we came across to be able to give us the materials we need. However, the magical sisters want us to believe in magic, therefore they're holding out on us and not giving us the items we need until we do some quests for them and hopefully believe in magic, or at least tell them we believe in magic. So I have to do a little bit of battling, so I did need quite a few of those first aid kits, just in case I come across something catastrophic. The last time I actually went to do this battle, I died and ended the live stream there, so I want to make sure I'm prepared this time.
Apparently, though, the custom of men and women wrapping ribbons around the maple by
Gavin Rowanberry. Am I concealed here? It doesn't say I am, so
makes sense, doesn't it?
I would guess
For
not.
that, really long ribbons were much too expensive. Yes. And other ancient customs are really Victorian. For example, the idea that each Scottish clan had its own tartan pattern. Do you know who made that up?
I am trespassing.
Dublin, Walter Scott.
She's got blood on her hands.
Wally.
I don't have a knockout syringe.
Ye shall not suffer a wish to live. We're not scared of you, monstrous regiment of women. Don't eat me meat.
So they think we're Coven, is what they're trying to say, in a weird, off-language way.
Oh, they're never coming back.
First week in May.
You're beaming.
I don't really... Okay, that's how I block.
What's true? Is mine the same as yours?
Can't get this anymore. From Summer Island.
Don't think I won't sniff you out.
Well, I'm afraid
Who
we
will
have to get
guard the
about
Guardians? Who will guard them? You can't just call it a victory. A victory is when you win. We've come to...
Like I said, I knew this would be a little bit difficult with so many of them here. They're all getting low on health, so...
Supper's over.
I think I'm using the winning argument, maybe, is the name of this weapon. I defeated one.
You can't just call it a victory. A victory is when you win.
I know I'm using a lot of the health pellet things right now, but I do just have one more left. And now one. Got it. Put the bricks in the
baby, I wouldn't do
sacrificial
this for anybody
chest.
else.
So I used 10 whole healing potions to kill those 4, because they really sucked. And I didn't have a knockout syringe. Where are the rest of the bodies? There's one.
What
Here's
have
a
you
couple.
got for us?
Didn't even get to see a lockpick. Nothing. So they didn't even have anything. They had a Jimmy bar and 2 lockpicks. Pick the lock or open it. Guess I'm picking the lock. Since they didn't have the key anyway. Place bricks.
There we go. 5 bricks. Now I just say this prayer. Goddess, lighten my burden. Give me the strength to carry what I must, so I no longer need the strength of others. Goddess, I dedicate these bricks to you. Blessed be. All right. Huh? That's it? That's strange. I do feel stronger. Maybe because I'm not carrying around a ton of bricks. I guess I should talk to the weird sisters again.
Do not steal the sacrifices unless you really want to piss off a witch. Circle of Heygate. Okay. Might as well collect the rowan berries while I'm here, and whatever else. I can't gather nightshade because it's not night. I was looking for some more of the petals of Gildia or whatever, the ones that allow me to make the healing bomb, but I don't see any. Here they are. Here's a couple. So I haven't made it back to Gwen in a while, and evidently she needs fed, so hopefully that doesn't have negative effects when I get back.
You can have your cake and then eat it too.
Excuse me.
Did you say the prayer?
I sort of feel stronger, actually. I think I can actually carry a bit more. You can't prove it's magic, though. What if it's psychosomatic?
So what if it is? You're still feeling stronger.
I'd rather you taught me about herbs. I need them for the drugs I have to make.
Patience. You are close to the learning you seek. Our henge has been occupied.
The old stone circle. The wedding party stones.
There's ancient power there. The sacred circle has been polluted. If you can clear it, then we'll teach you about the herbs you need.
Well, that sounds sort of fun and righteous. Why not?
Sounds good. How far away is it? Oh, it's not super far. Hopefully there's not more than 4 bobbies there. Though, because that was kind of disastrous the last time.
I am the cat that walks by himself, and all places
The hunger thing turned red. I'm worried about that. Need a point. I need to go home. Like, it's super important. There's a house icon here. Does that mean there's a hatch or just a place that I can sleep? I need to get to a hatch, like, now. Abandoned house. Abandoned house. Abandoned house. Ruined house. Ruined house. Witch Peak. Honeybee nest. Shelter. Okay, I need to immediately head towards that shelter, though. Like, I'm very, very worried about Gwen. If it's putting a red symbol up for Gwen. requires the extractor. Oh, I don't have an extractor, and it doesn't matter. I should be hurrying. I'm very worried about this. What if I'm going the wrong way again? What if I have to go around the other way? I don't see a way around the other way. Oh, please tell me I'm going the right way. Probably not. Please tell me that the other way just needs to load. I have to run around a really long ways then. Like, a really, really long ways. Why is this a thing? It is around the way that I'm heading. That's F. Peachy's final mission. This is a long ways to run without any, you know, form of transportation or anything. But if I unlock the shelter, hopefully I can come immediately back here. I don't even know what the foxtrot is for, but I keep on harvesting it.
There they are! Get them!
Leave us alone, you bastard!
Get off and the pinch! You're here. Don't think I won't sniff you out.
Goodbye.
Good. Now I can sneak back in any time.
Shit. So... is that where actual home is? House. I get that the houses are there. Where is our home? It must be. Right? I think the blue shelter's our home.
Lasciati ogni speranza.
Hopefully that's the case. I really need to get back to Glenn. Because I'm really worried what the red impeding means. Like, there might be a starve to death function for the baby in this game, and I really don't want that.
Mind the gap, please.
Okay.
Dizzy.
I'll need some of the joy to get through city streets, but I need to hurry. So, shelter.
Oi! Get out of there!
I'm out of there, it's okay. Where is home? Shit. This is home. Which is that way.
Elbow grease, like this. That'll really build up those muscles.
What happened?
Oh, my outfit. Fuck. I need all the things right now. FFF. Excuse me.
You could always eat it in a bowl with a spoon. After all,
I'm on Joy, so it's fine. Fuck, I have to play the game again.
Simon Says, step on one lit platform. Fantastic! You did it! Here's some joy. You
That doesn't
can
actually
never
affect
have
my
too
joy
much
level.
Joy, can you? Happiness is a choice. Simon Says, step on two platforms.
This is the crafting menu. Grab some more of these.
Fantastic! You did it! Here's some joy. You can never have too much joy,
Step
can
on
you?
3 and then step on
Happiness
all.
is a choice. Step on 3 lit platforms. I didn't say Simon Says.
Now Simon
Now,
says.
Simon Says, step on 3 lit platforms.
Oh, the 3 middle ones. That makes it easy.
Fantastic! You did it! Here's some joy. You can never have too much joy, can you? Happiness is a choice. Now, for the last challenge, Simon Says, step on all the lit platforms. Fabulous! Simon Says, step forward through the gate and be sure to enjoy your day.
That was a world of good. Listen to me. This isn't my gardening show, is it? Let's get back to flower extension.
especially swords and chat. They don't have any joy at all. Remember.
Here you go, darling. Tin milk tastes like a razor's, but you don't know any better, do you? Well, at least it's healthy.
I don't think I have the stuff to create one of the things that I need. I don't have a water filter. It says where to find it. Rubbish or toolboxes. Where would a toolbox be? Rubbish bin. So, is this what it meant by rubbish, maybe? I put to sleep. I need a metal tube. Be nice to find more than one, but I doubt I will.
Right! I've had it with you! Don't make me come. I see ya!
You don't see me, go away.
Bear. I'll choose one. Thank you.
I found a metal tube. So now I can craft a water filter and go home when I'm done hiding. I'm pretty sure I changed plenty of nappies, but evidently for some reason I need water to change them. Which is weird, but it's whatever. Pure water, not just joy water, by the way.
And that's the end to another happy day in Wellington Wells. I hope you're safely home.
Downer detector.
It's scary out there at night. And fatal. And that's the
Is there any
end
possibility I
to
could
another
jump
happy
it?
day in Wellington Wells.
No.
I hope you're safely home and in bed. It's scary out there.
I've forgotten how bright joy is.
I can disable the joy detector if I want to. Good to know. What did that do? I have a lot of coffee beans. Another canteen. There's another joy detector.
Either I've got the bloody weight of the world on my shoulders, or I need to drop a few things I'm carrying.
So I have pure water now, which is fine. I'm still overweight. Go to the weapons tab. Drop this and this. Nice bug.
Well, it's getting late, Eden. It's time for
Oh, the
all the
canteen.
citizens to be getting ready to go to bed. Would you like me to read you a bedtime story? Of course you would. Well, sit down next to the fire, if you've got one, and wrap a blanket around yourself, and I'll teach you something that happened. Tonight's story is called The Pied Piper. And some people say it actually took place. And some people say it actually took place in our very own hamlet. But who knows? The past is deep and dark. Mist and strange things are in the night. There's nothing to interview. Strange things happen in Fairy World. Even stranger and nasty things happen in the past. Thank goodness we're not living there, and our days are bright and filled with joy. Once upon a time, there was a
There are
town
joy
called
detectors everywhere.
Hamlet. Wasn't the name of the town?
What do you think you're doing? Leave the ground! Hey! That's not yours!
Excuse me. You'll never find me anyway. Why are my fists still up? There we go. Back to Gwen. Now I have all the coffee beans in the world.
In a rat speech. Here.
I'm on my way, Gwen.
That's better, isn't it? Is that good? When we go to the countryside, there will be all sorts of lovely things I can mush for you to eat. Carrots and beets and apples. Did you know food grows in the dirt? I'll bet you'll love to play in the... Please stop crying. Please. This would be so much easier if I had someone to help.
Okay, just fed her, but...
It can't be your daddy because he's a... Well... I think he's a bit of a psychopath. And I suppose if I were with him, the moment you went to sleep, he'd want attention for himself, and then I'd be so desperately tired I'd bludgeon him to death. And wouldn't we be in a pickle then?
A music box. Huh. So what's this? You'll be tougher for a while. So useless. This is useless. I have a lot of leather scraps and foxglove seeds. I probably don't need that many. That's probably good. I'm gonna keep those because there's certain spots in the game where you can use those. Throw away the dirty bandage. I don't want the darts. Crafting ingredients. What's HG? The mercury oxide. To make joy. Okay. Excuse me. So I think that probably by the end, when she finally gets the lab repaired and everything, since she's had 2 visits from the Bobbies, that she'll probably still end up having something happen. Like right when she gets the lab repaired, they'll probably be too impatient for her to actually make it, or something along the lines. Because that happens a lot in these types of games.
All right. He even promises.
So which way? And the wrong way. It's that way. Just having a hard time turning there. I don't know what would happen if I just left Gwen alone, but I don't really want to. The Vandals took the handle. There's a lot of strange missions in between. I ran into Arthur on the street. He's the exact same. I guess because he was always a little formal, those big black slacks. Susie, homie Suzurex, kept keeping his jacket on after school, even on hot days. Only now he's grown up and he looks amazing. I can't remember what I said. I insulted him. Apparently, it's always so easy. I thought he'd chop off my head. What was I supposed to tell his dad? No, you're practically my stepfather. That would have gone over brilliant. Damn it. What is Arthur up to? Another implausible scheme? He's going to get killed. I wanted to say, help, I've got a bloody baby. But he was so awful, all I could get out was, sorry, I'm sorry. And I wanted to help you. And who even knows if he heard any of it? I've got to find him. When we're together, we're unstoppable. Arthur and Sally, Sir Galahad and the Lady of the Lake, the 2 musketeers. Maybe another day he'd listen to reason. He's on the old swings, thinking a lot, he said. In the Garden District, say what you will about our starvation diet, but at least we're off the smokes. He'd help. He'd make a fuss, but in the end he'd help. He can't help it if he's too decent. If I just told him, but I can't trust him. But can I trust him? People change, except for me. I'm always the same. I wish Gwen were his. Then she'd be smart for sure, and not evil at all. So that's interesting. That last line means that she thinks of herself as evil. I didn't even mean to read this, but I liked Arthur's character in the game for the most part. I just didn't like how it wrapped up. Anyway. So yeah, it's showing me quests that I don't think I'm even... Yeah, that I have nothing to do with, that I've been nowhere near. Or at least something along the lines. I unlocked the travel.
Home, James.
it takes a long time to travel there, which makes it difficult to maintain to Gwen when I'm taking so long to even get to the destination.
I don't actually like long walks. I wish
anybody?
I weren't such rubbish at...
I can make chlorine. I can make plasteroid. I guess I'll make this once, and I'll make this once. I have those, though. Can I make another one of these?
Tinkering.
The other things don't seem great anyway. I need to take off the set point on my map, otherwise it'll confuse me later. And I don't want that.
Can't kill us all.
I wasn't planning to.
Do you think it's sweet enough?
Why don't you taste it? Seriously, you won't die from just a smidge. It'll just make everything burn a little brighter, is all. Back at the house, we'll give everybody a huge cup of it.
It doesn't hurt when we...
Poison?
Free our souls from their fleshy prisons. Does it?
Yes,
The
poison.
heart races for a bit, and then off we go to the ethereal plane.
Why don't we use hemlock? Like how Socrates killed himself. Hemlock doesn't hurt at all.
My God. They're brewing poison.
Because we already
picked up on
made
that
two
very
big
quickly.
batches of fish snacks. Can you imagine if we came back to the Reverend Father with a big bowl of hemlock now? He'd laugh at us. Might not even let us come along on the sacred journey.
I'll just keep stirring then.
All our questions will be answered once we're no longer in the prison of our bodies. That's what he said, right?
It's some sort of suicide cult. I'm not gonna let them poison a whole bunch of people. Now I've got to get rid of this poison.
I guess it's none of my business.
Rue.
I didn't know where else to go. I'm sorry.
Did he lock you out? You're here for Rue, I imagine.
Rue? Why the hell would I need Rue?
She's not...
That's an abortifacient.
Oh!
I'm not pregnant. I can't be. Joy's a contraceptive.
The regular kind is.
Oh, God. I'm such an idiot.
You have a lot to think about. If you keep it, then we'll help you as much as we can. But you'll need to be very brave, dear. Much braver than if you don't.
So I guess I assumed that nobody knew that she had the baby, but according to that cutscene, somebody did. I don't know who, but somebody did. So, do they expect me to steal the poison? Because if that's the case, that's going to be difficult with how many people are clearly around here.
Who's gonna clean that up?
Like, I'll clearly have
there's
to
nothing we
kill
can
some of
do
the
for him
people from
now.
the suicide cult that plan to die anyway. Which I guess isn't the most horrible thing in the world, but... I don't have a knockout syringe. You can't say me, go away. Collect the poison. So can I run up and steal it and run away? Wait, can I just, like, walk over here and be like,
Tomorrow
this
is
is
another
mine
day.
now?
The authorities.
Suppose we can always hope.
Oh, I can. As long as they don't hit me.
Done it. It's in the
I did. Bye.
Fuck was that?
That was me stealing the poison from your suicide cult. Because they didn't react quick enough. Oh, I need to be in my unformal uniform, though. Torn suit, because I'm out in the Garden District.
I don't think they've quite got
Hello,
the hang
Justin.
of ambushing
Welcome to the
people.
stream. Whew. It's so weird to see feminine hands after playing the whole Arthur storyline thing through first. Alright, I have to walk all the way back around. I don't really want to do that. Ugh. So, that way? Yeah. I wish I didn't have to run all the way around the river. Like, I wish there was a bridge that you could build or something, like a Death Stranding style thing. That would be cool. I understand why there's not, but it would be super cool. Even in the sandbox mode, you don't really alter the game, I don't think. I need the Rose of Shield or whatever to be able to craft more of the healing bombs. Is it the DLC? I'm not sure, really. I played through Arthur's story. I wasn't satisfied with the ending of the original story. And then I jumped directly into Sally's story. And I think there's another story of another person from Arthur's journey after Sally's story. And then I think there's 3 DLCs separate from those 3 stories as well. I did pay a lot of money for the game. I paid like $90 plus tax, and it's still kind of glitchy and buggy. But I'm trying to get through it at least on the channel, so if you want to see it, eventually I'll link all the videos together, one after another, into a big lump sum as a playlist. Because there's nothing quite like this game. I wanted to go back and play it. I did have to play probably 10 hours of this game again because I ran into a major bug where I couldn't interact with anything, which was fun. I played Arthur's story, or I am playing Arthur's story, maybe? Yeah, I played Arthur's story. It immediately jumped into Sally's story once Arthur's story is over, and I think there's a story that's after Arthur's story as well. After Sally's story, I mean, as well. And then I'll play the DLCs once I'm done with playing all 3 of the stories that are in the main game. I was disappointed at the end that they don't wrap anything up for Arthur. They leave you with, he could go after his brother, or his brother might not forgive him. But I guess he does leave town, so assumably that means he's going after his brother. Still, even though he was kind of dramatic. You get some of the same cutscenes with Arthur from Sally's points of view, and the cutscenes aren't the same as when you're playing as Arthur. So I think that Arthur kind of had a warped perspective when he was going through things. Sally may have a warped perspective too. It may just be that the characters are different and or don't see the same things. Like that, when you talk to Sally originally in the alleyway, Arthur goes through a situation where he gets beat up by gangs. And that doesn't happen when you're playing as Sally and you end up talking to him. Also, from Arthur's perspective in that conversation right before he gets beat up by gangs or whatever, Sally runs away, and when you're playing as Sally, she stays there in dread over the fact that he kind of attacks her over the past that happened 13 to 14 years ago, back when they were kids.
The people there, they were wearing these sigils.
Oh Lord, the space god people. Ransom Mackenzie's congregation in Gardner House.
They were making Digitalax?
In small amounts, it's a drug. More than that, it's a poison.
You can make it from red foxglove seeds.
We make all sorts of useful potions and things out of it. You could too.
I think their Reverend Father is planning for the whole lot of them to kill themselves.
I can think of a lot of reasons to kill yourself in the Garden District. But no one should have their death chosen for them.
You know about my mum?
I remember there was a terrible accident. Your mum put the wrong herbs in the family dinner. The whole family died except you. It was just before the train, so I always wondered. It wasn't an accident, was it?
I think she didn't want my sisters to be scared. All alone in Germany. So she killed them. And I guess she didn't want Dad to hate her. So she killed him too. And she couldn't live with herself. I don't know why she left me behind.
Here.
This is the recipe for Digitalax? And something more?
Mix it into their poison, and it should change from poison to... let's call it an eye-opener. You'll need Digitalax for that, among other things. Come back, and I'll have the rest of what you need. You're making a sort of herbal blackberry joy, aren't you?
You know your chemistry.
I was on Harry Hayworth's team when we invented joy. One day I hope the goddess will forgive me for that.
So, I did notice that Arthur had the main trauma that happened with the train situation, and then now Sally is also talking about trauma related to a situation just after something horrible happened with the train. So that makes me think that it'll probably follow the trend and stay that way with whoever the third character is. I have my suspicions on who it is. I've talked about it a little bit on the channel, but we'll wait and see. I have enough points to get the thing that I've been waiting for now, which is the Hustler, so that the shopkeeper will give me the best price as opposed to the not best price. Because we do want the auto feeder for the baby Gwen, which we're forced to take care of all the way through, seemingly, the storyline. Find fancier loot. Lucky me. Yeah, I guess. What does this do? Joy lasts longer and gives less hangovers. I'm not sure I actually love that, but it's a thing. I need to craft Digitalax, so what do I need to be able to craft it? 5... Need chemical crafting table. So I just need to go back to the shelter and then I can immediately craft it. So the shelter is where? From here. All the way back around the other side. Of course it is. I wish there was a closer shelter somewhere in here, but if I explore... Like... Let's see. I'm not sure that I'll find a shelter. It might just be the edge of the map out here. I'll give it a quick once over though, just to kind of look around. I have the perk that the bobbies don't notice my annoying habits and or me out at night. However, there are still the infected that are out here, the wastrels, as the game would put them. I'm heading the wrong way, but I'll go out here just to complete the road map. Need to turn and head this way.
Who did that?
Wait, said the bobbies don't care that I'm out at night because I have the perk.
Not as invisible as you thought.
Or maybe they do. So yeah, it just seems abandoned houses. So I think the wastrels speak in German. I don't think they're cognitive as far as I can tell. At least for now. We found out in the main storyline of the original story that the people know that the Joy has defects and that they were working on an experimental version of Joy where basically they would take it and they would try to permanently make people happy forever. And what they found was when they were working on making people permanently happy forever that it would kill them within a few hours, or maybe even before just a few hours. Oh, weird. So I came across this before as a main point in the story. It's not even marked on the map with anything but a circle. So the doctors know that the batches are bad. The doctors know that the new batch that they were working on was poison, essentially. Which is the same type of thing as the Digitalax is. So I wonder if the Digitalax was kind of the new version of the Joy vaccine that they talk about at the end of Arthur's storyline. Towards the end of it. Obviously, I talked about the Arthur gets out. There isn't really a strong ending point for that, but he leaves town. But I'm not really sure that I know too much about it. Do you have to play Arthur's story? Yes, the game starts you at Arthur's story and doesn't allow you to play the other storylines until after you've completed it. Because I remember originally trying to check if I could play as other characters from the main menu, because I was interested in if we could play as more than what the gameplay teasers show you. And the gameplay teasers don't show you playing as anybody else, and the main menu didn't let you select anybody else, but as soon as I was done with Arthur's storyline, it immediately jumped me into a new storyline while I was playing as Sally, the female love interest that Arthur had during the main story. I'm not finding another shelter out here. There does seem to be some more roads, maybe. But a shelter on this side doesn't seem to be a thing. It does say there's a house somewhere that way that's green. It's probably just an area where I can sleep, but I'll check that out real quick too. I want to keep on collecting the rose. I haven't really found anything where I'll need Nightshade, but it's night right now, so I should probably be picking it up at least to some extent. I'm calling it Nightshade. It's Night Blooming Nonsense, but, you know. Actually, in a strange way, the game really makes sense. We have pretty much zombies, we have the normal citizen folk that are conforming, and then we have the people who are in the city but not conforming, called downers. Because they choose to remember the past and be upset instead of constantly being happy like the world wants them to conform to. So where am I heading? Oh, it's trying to take me across the water. I want to finish the pathways over here first to see if it's all abandoned houses before I run back across the water.
Lift you out.
Yeah, it's just a big square. That's unfortunate. Because that means I have to run back and forth every time I need to craft something or go back to feed Gwen. I will have to stop back to see Gwen anyway, so I would have had to still gone that way eventually. But I wish that there was a closer way to do things, like a fast travel function like Skyrim had and or Oblivion. I like a lot of things about this game. It's truly unique. It's the only game that's like this. It's the only game that has the style.
What the hell?
The only game that actually, you know, looks like this. But I wish that the developers, who spent a very long time trying to iron everything out, would have spent a longer time listening to the people who were telling them what the errors were and fixing them. I've read through the logs on what they thought they fixed. I found that when I've been playing the game that most of the issues they thought they fixed aren't at all fixed. Such as floating NPCs that aren't sitting on benches, a game-breaking bug that basically makes it so that you have to start over from the beginning because you can't interact with anything, and other issues like not being able to have items because they don't spawn into the game.
You hear that?
So there are quite a few issues still that are around, and I tried to reach out to the developers to look for a support line type of thing so I could talk to them and say, you know, I'm still having issues here, is there something we could do? But there's no way to contact the developers to let them know about the issues either. Which is very unfortunate. You'd think if they were going to develop more games, which it says on their website they are, that they would want the input of the people who are going to be buying their games. What difficulty are you playing on? I don't actually know. Graphics. I didn't know there was a difficulty setting.
You're rubbish at hide and seek, aren't you?
do know that I have a lot of perks that I've been getting, so there's that.
Huh?
I remember originally looking at this and buying it when it was on sale, and then to make a long story short, somebody ended up taking our copy so I couldn't play it, and so then I bought it as a full version of the game that included all the content that was more than $90, expecting at that point, since the original last version of the game was in 2019, that everything would be ironed out and everything would be fine. But that's not the case. So like I talked about, I have to go back and see Gwen, which is the baby that I have to take care of when I'm playing as Sally before I'm ready to move on to anything else. But the crafting chemical table's right here. Needed upgrading crafting table. I have an upgraded crafting table at home where I actually live. So, going back to the main area is probably the best thing to do anyway. I need to go over here, because Sally's house is here. So, St. George Home Hatch is where we need to go.
I hope these boobs were amazing looking.
It takes a long time to travel, even at the fast travel hatches in this game. Like, it shows you hours and hours, and then it just takes something like the baby's care timer for different things. It'll just all of a sudden be gone. Makes it really hard. This time around, though, I did notice that items that you're looking for, it tells you where to find them. Like, for example, the metal tube. It told me that it was in toolboxes or rubbish bins. Do you play the 3 DLCs? I plan to play the 3 DLCs after I'm done with all 3 of the main characters' storylines to the main game. Being Arthur and Sally, and then I haven't gotten to the last individual, but there's definitely another one after that. I've been trying to keep myself spoiler-free, because I've been streaming this pretty hard for at least probably going on a week and a half now. At least 2 hours a day playing this game. So I'll get there, just not yet. I did play the spin-off game, You Don't Know Jack, I think it's called, which is free in the PlayStation Store if you played all We Happy Few anyway. Okay, so I need to put a waypoint here so I can run in that direction. So it's over there. Okay. So I beat the timer back, which is nice, but I'll also have to stop the crafting table, which is right here. And we'll make Digital Axe here. Made 5 available in inventory. So then I'll go back to the witches and I'll complete that quest. It says to craft the antidote. So I have Digital Axe. I need honey. From cabinets, cabinet tops, and beehives. I may be able to steal it somewhere in town. We'll go and look for it after I take care of Gwen. The last house that I broke into just specifically had tons and tons of coffee beans.
Sweet dreams. I wish you could dream about the countryside. When we were small, my sisters and I loved spending holidays at my grandmother's. I didn't realise it was so Mum could spend a few days without having to worry about keeping everyone safe and alive. It does something to your head, being a mum. But you just go to sleep.
I speak French, so I'm not good in English, but I can't speak. It's just one of those things where you'll learn with time. English is the hardest language because it takes from all the other languages and kind of just bashes all the rules. So I'm gonna have to sneak into homes to try and find some honey. I'm sure the other homeowners won't love that, but oh well. A place where I can go inside. Because I need to go somewhere and steal the honey that I need.
Mrs. Pankhurst has a shop. How long has she had a shop? I shouldn't be surprised. That woman could sew a wedding suit for an octopus.
Huh. Closed. Does that not count? Okay, well, that's not working. I'll look for somewhere else I can go steal honey.
Take your joy immediately.
No. I'd buy honey, but I don't think I know where the shop is. Chemistry set. Oh. Corner pub. Joy booth. Is the corner pub a place where I can purchase things? It might be.
Your joy immediately.
That's not happening. Stop it. So it's not open? It might be because it's 5:39 a.m. If I can find a bench, I can wait out the time and it should be open.
You can take your joy immediately.
I need the metal tube from that. That was not a metal tube. There's a bench where I can wait for a few hours. Wait until probably 5 hours. Low on water. I have stew. All better. I'll have to go back to Gwen soon, but I should be able to get into more places during the day.
You can take your joy immediately.
Hi.
You look well.
Hello, Miss Boyle. Usual.
Thought I'd pop in to see what's new.
You don't have honey, though. I need honey. Found a flash, but that doesn't help me. Where else can I check? Workbench, chemistry set, house. Water, mortaline dispenser. I should stop back at Lionel anyway. But how much money do I have? 20. I wish there was a space to sell items in this game. I feel like I often have a lot in my inventory, but nothing to actually sell.
You can take your joy immediately.
I need to go to Lionel anyway to see if he has honey, and to ask him about the cot thing. So I guess I might as well go that way, but it's still annoying. Also, that giant robot right there.
You are not authorized. Please clear the area immediately.
Run.
What's your pleasure, then? What's your fancy?
Baby feeder is 200. You don't have honey either.
It's lovely stuff.
Can I craft honey? Is that a thing that I can do? Unfortunately not. My favorite game is Jak and Daxter. Can I go in here? No. I don't want to exit town because I still need to find honey. Is there anywhere else I could have gone here?
What can I do for you today?
No? Okay. Can't go in there.
You are not authorized. Please clear the area immediately.
That's the guilty bugger! Right there!
Oh, that's fun.
Come out, wherever you are. See what all the fuss is about.
I'm not here, go away.
I've got better things to do.
Be off with you.
Hopefully one of those had a metal tube, so I can craft a water filter later. Seems like I can't get in anywhere. I swear that I was going inside houses some of the time before. Maybe I'm just not in a district with houses. Like this is a house. Let's make my way that way.
Especially meat. If you have a scrap of meat.
F. The one material that I didn't have, I felt that I was stocking up pretty good too.
Wellington Wells duty as well. And remember, my fellow Wellsians,
right, it wants me to have a charged power cell.
I thought you might like this.
Taking steps to ensure the security of their castles.
Axiom gone for power cells. Huh. What is the best DLC for you? I thought the Dark Souls DLCs were actually pretty good. The original Dark Souls DLC was probably my favorite. The game crashed.